Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to the NotPron weeklies. I am still on a level that I cannot stream because honestly I haven't worked on the NotPron riddle. I've been doing this and other things. I've been very busy. But until I get past that level, we are doing the weekly puzzles over on the NotPron weeklies. This is not the currently active puzzle. If you would like to play, feel free to go and take a stab at this week's puzzle. And last time on the stream, we defeated Rasmus's A Magnificent Puzzle. And then I scrolled down a little bit. Let me do that again. And I saw question mark by Weaver, and I've already taken down a Weaver puzzle, and now I plan to take it down again. And I let Weaver know that I was doing this, and the response I got was, that one's unfair. That one's really techy and unfair. So I'm ready to be really frustrated. So let's go. All right, so once again, this is where I try to solve a weekly puzzle using nothing but my mind and your help here in the chat and in the comments on YouTube. Let's take a look. So we started a paste bin. To submit message Weaver, who is too lazy to make a form. Thanks, Weaver. Weaver said that they were going to stop by the chat. So, as always, they are welcome. There's Weaver. Hi. There are more unfair ones this season. This is just the beginning. Excellent. I love it. Weaver in the chat, of course, can give me hints, but they can also force me to dance or dab or sing to earn said hint. So the puzzle's actually here. All right. So we solved this part already. Making lots of progress. Oh boy. Already don't care for this. So this, This is interesting. All right, so this is what we got going on. We got this box and then T. That's the most obvious. We have all these little pictures, but they're also numbers. Actually, there's a lot of things going on here. Let's start with the feet, like any good person would do. Let's start with the feet. And it looks like it's a 075, 05, 05, 05, 05. And then there's also a 5 here. Very interesting. There's some more hidden text over here. Zeros and fives. There's a 75. That's in 13. All right. There doesn't appear to be anything in the T square that I see. There's more hidden numbers up here. It looks like it's... Oh, wait, no. It's really hard to see, but there are some right here. Well, that's great. So let's... While I'm, just looking at this, let's go ahead and save this image, because we're going to have to open this up in Photopea. More numbers here. 23 and 26. 39 and 41. More numbers in here that are hard to see. 14 and 17. There's some numbers here. 18, 22. Some numbers here and here. 36 and 38. Oh, yeah, there's the numbers here. They're a little bit hidden. A lot of it hidden, to be honest. We got this good kitty. I'm just going to pet the kitty here with this terrifying skull. Got some numbers here again. And then we have this this sleepy statue who was falling in a puddle. And we got some numbers here. Interesting. Very interesting. So I see stuff, but I don't have a lot in terms of what I should be doing. Let's open up this image in Photopea. The name doesn't seem all that important. It's just the usual gobbledygook you get from using Imgur. All right. Zoom in on this. And we'll use our hand tool to kind of move around here. There is like a weird background as well. There's like a weird textured background that I don't understand. So what do we know about these numbers? We have 1, 5, and then 6, 13, and it jumps to 30. There does seem to be an order, because then this is 14, then 17, then there's 18 to 22, and then 22 to 23, 23 to 26. All right, so there that does. I would assume that's the order. I wonder if. So there's. Lots of things to think about here. All right, let's pull up the scratch paper. And we don't need this anymore. Let's try to copy down some of these numbers. So let's get them down in order, in what I'm believing to be the correct order. Let's actually zoom in a bit more. Look at them feet. You guys like feet? All right. Hey, Cats is here. What's up, Cats? I'm enjoying the heck out of these weekly streams that I'm tempted to never go back to the NotPron riddle. Ow, I stepped on something sharp. Okay, I'm not wearing shoes. You want to see my feet? I'll get banned from Twitch. Actually, I might get banned from Twitch for this. Oh my god. All right, so we got 0, 75, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, and 0, 5. I'm existing on Earth. I'm glad to hear that, Cats. So I'll make a little line here just to delineate that we're moved on to a new column here. Enough feet. Enough of this feet talk. Let's go elsewhere. 6. All right. So the difference between 1 and 5 is 4, right? And there's 5 rows. The difference between 6 and 13 is like 8, right? No, it's 7. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's telling. So perhaps the difference between those two numbers, because how many were here? Were 5? So like perhaps these are characters or digits 1 through 5, and then this is 6 through 13. Grasping all the straws. 0, 5, 0, 0, 75. And this is going to be another great stream of me shouting numbers. Everybody loves it when I'm just saying numbers over and over again. 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. There's 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at where is 14. That's where I feel like I should be going next. There's 14. Into bones. Trying to figure out what these bones are. Because like this looks like it's part of a mandible. Like a jawbone. These kind of look like jawbones too, but not human. But like I feel like it's trying to impersonate a hip bone. And then you got these big like femur looking things. Interesting. Anyway, if you really squint, you can see them right here. I'm actually going to try to screw with this brightness-wise and maybe make this a little bit clearer for us here. That helped. It's helping a little, I think. So we got, what's 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 4 here, right? Yep, okay. So I have theories, but I don't know what they mean. $75, 0, 0, 0, 0, 75, 0. What are we calling this number? 70 or 73? I'm going to say it's 70. Yeah, I think that's more of a 70. Just because everything seems to have been in multiples of 5 so far. All right, and then right next to it here, next to the skull, we can see these. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 5 here. Yep. All right. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 65. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. 0, 65, 0, 70, and 0, 75. What could these mean? How's everybody else doing? I know this stream's going to be a lot of me yelling numbers for a while, so what's going on in everybody else's life? Everybody doing okay? Everybody hanging in? 23, it's right here. 23, 24, 25, 26. Yep, it's all making sense. It's not making sense. It's all maintaining my thesis. 0. 0, 75, 0, 0, 0, 0, 75. Off to 27. Are you 27? No, you're 30. Where's 27 at? 27. 27. Oh, that's Sleepy Statue Lady. That's down here. 28, 29. Yep. Zero. 70. 0. 65. 0. 60. Katie, I know you're in the chat and do not know the answer to this. You want to throw out any theories? Because I have no idea what I'm going to do with this information once I compile it. There it is, hiding right there. Right above the hoose. That's 55, 0, 50, 0, 75. Have my hand full. I'm hanging in there. I'm stumped. There's so many numbers. I'm not yelling at you or anything. I know. I'm sorry. I knew you were busy eating ice cream. We're looking for 33 now. Where's 33 at? 33. That's 39. Are you 33? Yes. Good kitty. 0, 0, 10, 0, 25, 0. Off the 36. Part of me thinks this has to do with rearrange the pictures or solve the blank specs next to the T. I think that's going to be the final solve. The final solve has something to do with this spot. But I don't know where we're going to go from there. I mean, I could physically rearrange the pictures, but I don't quite see a reason to do that. It doesn't quite... I don't know. We got to get to 36. But it doesn't look like there's like seams. Like if I put it together, it'll make a clearer image. There's 36. There's the numbers. 45. 0. I have a theory. It just dawned on me. But I will get to it once I finish this. 65. 0. 75. 0. All right. No, we did not. We will have to do that. That's a good plan. But I think I'm going to... My theory is... This gray box is definitely very suspicious. My theory would be that it is the same color gray as these numbers are, but I've already altered the color. So I'm going to reset this picture after I collect all the numbers and then find out exactly what color gray that is. So we need 39. 39. Stop it. Being difficult. 39. There's 39. 39 to 41. I think that's the last one. 45. 0. 25. 0. 10. 0. All right. All right. I've been watching a lot of Sophia Nightstaff. What's her last name? Nightgar. And she says all right all the time. So now it's just entered my vocabulary. So is that all of them? I don't think there's any more after that, but I'm going to double check. Yeah, that's the last picture. All right, so we now have all the gray numbers. Adjustments. Reset. Now I'm going to have to start over. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. Yes, I really want to close it. Okay. Where are we? All right, so that was the unedited version. Go ahead and grab my droppy dropper. Boom. So there's the hex color of this. Let's go to a hex decoder. Just see if that says anything. I doubt it, but This is a trick that I've seen a few times in the weeklies, so makes me think it's a common thing. Soar. Is it sorry? Or actually, I guess it could be sort. Because it could be SOR and then T. So it could be sort. So you might be right. I might need to sort the pictures. I don't quite get what that will do for me, but sort is correct. All right. I do want to try Katie's plan real quick. We don't have to sort the pictures. Okay, thank you. I do want to try Katie's plan just to be safe. Where is my sweet, sweet paint bucket? Huh. No, it doesn't look like there's anything hiding in there. All right, that was all one color. So sort is correct, but I don't have to sort the pictures. Good. I don't want to have to like Photoshop everything around. This is not actually the bottom half of that. Yeah, that doesn't actually line up. So what can we say about these numbers? There's never a time where there's always a zero, right? Yeah, there's 100% of the time there is a zero. It is most often in the left column, but there are times where it is flipped. This is, of course, assuming that I should be looking at these in pairs and not some other way. They're inconsistent in how many numbers there are. So each, like this, right now I'm kind of looking at that, like that is going to be a letter. That's where my mind goes. But there's always a zero. It's just not always on the same side. And all the numbers are divisible by 5. And there's a lot in like the 60s and 70s, but we go as low as 10. Is there a 5 anywhere? Is there a single 5 anywhere? There are a couple single 5s. There's a couple. There's quite a bit, actually. So other than 0, our lowest number is 5. Our highest number is 75. Do we have any 80s? Is this 59 correct? This doesn't seem like a thing I should have done. I'm going to count backwards. 40. So this is digit 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. And I didn't think that was correct. All right, so let me go back into 31 real quick. Whoopsie! Should be in here. I get my correction. Yeah, it should be a 50. Hey, Spam. You have all the info, and now it gets a little hard. Cat's fanning out right now. They don't all have the same number of rows. Right. That's definitely true. But it matches the numbers, the white numbers in the corners. So, like 1 and 5, this is digits 1 through 5. Granted, they're in pairs of 2, I'm assuming, but it's rows 1 through 5. Like, if you just ignore the columns. It's rows 1 through 5. This is rows 6 through 13. So they're in the correct order. I've sorted them. So what could I apply to this? Now, Weaver's telling me that we're in unfair territories right now, which I appreciate it. Oh, now it gets hard. I'm sorry, a little hard. It's not unfair. So, code breaking wise, I want to change how I was sitting. Code breaking wise, we can actually make one. Sort applies to both the step you have done and the step that follows. Interesting. Okay. So one thing I should point out, because I was saying like I considered this is probably a character is what I was basically saying, that like in decoding that was going to be one like unit. It cannot be a straight pair of numbers to letter decode, because there's no word in the English language that has the same letter 4 times. So there's something else at play here. Man. What if we add the number that's in each column for each picture? That's a thing we can try. So this would be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 75 would be 95. And I'll do this just so we remember. If this is totally wrong, we'll. And then this would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 plus 75. That'd be 100. Be 100 to 5. I don't know about this, Kate. Like, I feel like we're doing stuff, but I don't feel like we're gaining anything with this information. Like 0.95 doesn't really. I feel like we're getting further away. I think you're 100% correct. Thank you, Weaver. Like, we took the information, we sorted it in order. Putting something in order does not really mean sorting, like exclusively. So, like, step 1 may have been putting it in order. To sort from here, it could be value, it could be anything. The only thing that's consistent is it was always 2 columns. So I feel like we have to establish some sort of relationship between column 1 and column 2. The other thing that's always consistent is there's always a 0. And it's always divisible by 5. We do have a double 0, which is very interesting. We have 2 of those. And they have, My new thought is this is a character. Ooh. How many are there? How many double zeros are there? Well, there's a couple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 in that one. 5. There's 5 of them. 5 double zeros. 5 of them. 5 double zeros. Which means, well, where's 5 in the picture? 5's right here, at the bottom of the feet. So, feet. Would that mean, because 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's 8. Would that imply that there is 8 0 5s? 5 feet. A yard and 2 extra feet. I'm 90% sure that Weaver lives somewhere that uses the metric system. That is a big thing that NotPron has kind of trained my brain to do, is don't assume American is correct. Like, always assume that I'm writing the date backwards, that I should be using the metric system, that we should be using Celsius. Like, that's a big one that pops into my brain when it comes to solving these puzzles. Like, I'm probably wrong in my natural way of thinking. To be honest, most Americans should probably adapt that line of thinking. American, you're probably wrong in your natural way of thinking. I want a cheesesteak now. I want or a hamburger. Something real American. I had a, oh yeah, okay. So my thought process was, is there exactly 8 0 5s or 5 zeros? Well, there's 0 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there's 5 of those. How many 5 zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. of those as well. So the answer's been 5 to all the things I've counted, right? But, like, there's only, like, the 1, 0, 10, right? One. That's a 10, 0, 2. There's only 2 of those. I think this is the crux of it right here. Is I don't know if I'm at the point where I want to ask for help, but like I don't want to drive down the wrong road here. And right now I feel like I'm at a fork in the road. And so I'm going to ask this question just to not waste time. I'm going to justify all the reasons why I should ask this question for the good of the show and not because I'm dumb. Should I keep all these numbers together because they were found in the same picture? Or should they get shuffled around a bit? And as always, Weaver, you do not have to answer that if you don't want to, as per the rules of this game, or you can make me do something silly. Always a 0. What could 0, 0. The numbers should not get shuffled around. Okay. All right. So the fact that there's 2 columns always makes me like the fact that there are 2 columns always makes me fall into 3 types of code breaking. And that's because those are the 2 things that are binary, which is one binary, 1s and 0s, Morse code, dots and dashes, and Braille, bump and no bump. Don't think it's any of these, though. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to be like, okay, so there are 0 dashes and then 75 dots. Is it math? Does math need to happen? Technically, Weaver can make you dance or sing. If you really want that answer, Katie. All right, so I should look at this as a unit. Sort. Now, usually at this point I get frustrated and I just start looking at the picture again. But Weaver did mention I have the information. I just need to figure out how to use it. Wait a second. Okay, this is big. Okay. The 0 is always on the left, right? Until 0, 0. And now it's on the right. and then 0, 0, and then it goes back to the left. 0, 0, and then it goes back to the right. 0, 0, and then it goes back to the left. Okay. That has to mean something. That's gotta mean something, because this is where the switch happens. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to do some scribbles, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of want to get rid of these breaks, but 5, 6. So it's down 6. Okay, yeah. These are annoying. So I will say this. I still don't know how to do this. But, like, I'm so in on whatever the solution is now. Because, like, I think that was really cool. So it's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6, and then the break. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, then the break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, then the break. 1, then the break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the break. Which means, all right, so it's 6 and then the break, 7, then the break, 7, then the break, 1, then a break, 7, then a break, then 8, then a break. And if we just do a quick cipher change, it's F, G, G, A, G, I. Got it. That's the answer. All right, so something's up. Something's up here. And 75's alone. That's weird. So maybe now we add them up? Like, it looks like it's a path like that I can follow if you just walk around the. So maybe we add these up? I'm thinking maybe we add these up. Thank you. Do I follow it on the picture? No, that doesn't make sense. I'm having this problem where everything that I'm like brainstorming is so focused on the zeros that I'm starting to think the other numbers are irrelevant. But there's no way. There's no way that they're just irrelevant. There's part of me that thinks I should divide by 5 just because I can. I have this problem where I'm always wrong about what to do next. I understand, Katie, and like I've spent a lot of time doing the wrong thing on these streams. Broom. There's speed limits. Speed limits are usually by 5. That's true. I guess I'm going to add up every section. Like, that's the only thing I can think of to do right now. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that would be 100. So the first section is 100. 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 175. You don't have to add up the sections. All right, well, I'm writing down that I did math today. Stop this math. Do not do math in my presence. I think because it's my biggest lead, and I will gladly dance for the answer to this question, because it's the thing I keep falling back on. I wouldn't say this part is unfair, but there is a big mental leap, so I can help more. Okay, I'm gonna ask a few questions because there's like a few things that I can't get my mind to go past. So I'm gonna ask this: is the fact that they're all divisible by 5 important? Because that's all my brain wants to pay attention to, is the fact that they're all divisible by 5. There's not a lot of... There's way more 5s than there are zeros. So that would be the first question I would want to ask. And then you can divide them by 5 and it won't help. But you can divide them all by 5 and it won't help, but it also won't not help. Nothing of interest will happen and you can still solve it. Interesting. So, what I'm gathering from this is, let's just look at this first little section here. If I changed all those 5s to 1s, and then I changed that 75 to a, what is that, 15? Yeah, to a 15. This puzzle would still remain solvable. So, in doing that, It doesn't get me closer to the answer, but it would still be solvable. But I feel if I were to change all the 5s to 2s randomly and all the 75s to 9s, just to pick random numbers, I feel like that may be a problem. That is my theory. Or at the very least. Okay, all right, that's good. That would make it unsolvable. Okay, interesting. So the numbers have to stay relative to each other. Interesting. And there's some goofy numbers like some 60s and there's no 30s, but there's like 45. So yeah, I was thinking maybe it's like different pieces of change, but like the 45 in there is very strange for it to be like. And this is supposed to make you think of a quarter and 2 dimes. Like that doesn't make sense. Any observation about what you have can help you figure out what to do? Any observation about what you have? So this is 75 and then a bunch of 5s. This is 75, then a bunch of 5s, and then a 75. 75. Ooh. This one decreases by 5 and then increases back up by 5. That's interesting. That's a lonely 75, which is to me the strangest thing. This decreases by 5 until it hits 50 and then jumps back to 75. It should be noted that every kind of chunk here has a 75 in it. There's always a 75. And I was going to say there's always one, but there are 1 or 2. And it doesn't always start or end it. Like that was something else I was going to say. But we're nearing 4:30. We're nearing 4:30, so I think we're going to have to call it here. But I of course going to push this off on my YouTube audience. What do you think I should be doing with these numbers? We found this weird 0 path, which is very interesting. Save. Found this 0 path. There's also something going on with 75, I think. 75 to me is very interesting. It's very suspicious, the 75. So, I will pass this off to you. If you want to help me solve this, leave a comment below what you think should be done next. Or join me live every Tuesday at 3:30 Eastern. I say Eastern Standard Time, but I think we're going to be setting the clocks back soon, right? Yes, so to all of my my watchers that are not on the East Coast, I set my clock backs on Halloween, so the time's going to be shifting a bit. Be aware. But I stream every weekday at 3:30 regardless of its daylight savings time or not. Monday is still for Lisa. Tuesday is for the NotPron weeklies. Wednesdays is going to be for Flash Game Paradox. But not much longer. We're almost at the end of the year. So the Flash Game Paradox is going to end soon. The Vortex will close and we will finish our Flash Museum. Thursday is going to be the return of the Black Watchman. And now on Fridays, Friday is for Battle Royale games. Yes, we're changing things up. I will be playing a different Battle Royale game every Friday to promote the big event. It is Battle Royale Royale happening on January 16th. It is a $500 video game tournament that you can sign up for right now, raising money for the Trevor Project. So be sure to check out BattleRoyaleRoyale.com and sign up right now. Right now you can do that. And also be sure to subscribe to me over on Plus 2 Comedy Gaming, where you can catch up on all my past live streams. Weaver, thank you for being here and being the devious DM of this puzzle. And thank you all for coming and watching. And I'll see you all next time. Boop.